Blue Merinos. We're getting ready to make the cutest bow. We're gonna use this one on a door hanger we're making, but this type of bow can be used on so many different projects. And basically we're gonna use a 2.5 inch really fun glittery ribbon in the back with polka dots to get that little pop going on with the black. And on top, we're gonna put a peppermint candy. So the combination is gonna be really cute. And I want you to notice, just like I would teach in design school, because we have the dot on the edge, when we bring in another texture visual print that looks like the dot, even though this is a peppermint, it's got glitter, it's got all the good stuff on the texture, but it's got that visual representation of it being like a polka dot. So immediately these ribbons go together and we can definitely pull the red and the glitter out of both of them. So it's a really perfect way to mix ribbons together, even though you think, hey, I don't know if that works. Of course it does. Dot, dot. Yeah, line up the dots, we got a winner here. So we're gonna start with the dark red in the back. We're going to use our Easy Bow Maker today. If you don't have one of those, let us know. We have an affiliate link for you to grab one. And they are super easy to hold your ribbons, and they work great when we're going to mix more than one ribbon in our design. So I do want a longer tail in this one, but it doesn't need to be super long because this is kind of a smaller door hanger, or it's not small, but it's not huge, right? So my go-to length on tails is 16 inches at that point. So I'm going to cut this at an angle to where it's going to point down to the right, okay? And I'll show you why when we get towards that part of the bow in just a second. So 16 inches, I'm going to bring this to the center. And now my right hand's going to go forward, my left's going to go back, and that's the right hand side of my bow. Now I'm going to start over here and do my first loop at just 5 inches this time. A little bit smaller today because we're making a door hanger. So a nice little pop at 5 inches. Then we're going to do 5 on the other side. Okay, and I'm going to scrunch that down. We are only going to do one ribbon in the back of this beautiful, juicy, glittery ribbon. Now I talked to you about the tails a second ago. I'm going to cut the other one just to match it, but mirror image. So that way they get a pointy, kind of their own chevron shape, or their own dovetail when you put the two ribbons together, okay? Does that make sense? So those are both done at 16 inches. You can see my beautiful tails coming down. Now grab the peppermint that I talked about. It's got the perfect bit of polka dot. And we're gonna layer that right on top. So I'm gonna do the same thing. This time, instead of curling, I'm gonna dovetail itself. So I'm just gonna fold it and cut from the fold up. Let me do that one more time. I kind of missed the edge. There we go. See how cute? They get that little chevron shape. Now I'm going to take this and bring it over here, and I want to layer it a little bit shorter so it lays really pretty and I can see that detail in there. And I'm going to twist right hand forward, left hand back. And now I'm going to do 2 loops, and these are going to be a little bit shorter at 4.5, okay? 4.5, I'm going to bring it in and twist. And then we're going to get this cute little pop of the white polka dot candy on top of that glitter. I love that. I love that. Y'all, there are some like crows or ravens out there. They're talking. You hear them? They're the boss. I don't know if you guys can hear them on the video, but they're telling us, hey. All right, I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to take and just fold it, and we'll dovetail this side too. All right, so we've done that on both sides, and I've got a star or an X going right over my pretty red underneath. And I am done with the building of the bow, and we're ready to take it off. And today, because we are using this on a door hanger, I'm going to use a brown cable tie in the back, and it's a little bit longer because we're going to be using this on a burlap door hanger. And I'm going to use a regular green one in the center to help pull it off the bow maker, okay? You can definitely use wires if you want to. I prefer cable ties. They can get tighter than wires can. They do take a little adjustment when you first start working with them. Like this one's going to be ornery, but I got it. Now I'm going to rotate that to the back, and I am going to shape it up. Okay, where the red comes through the candy. That's so cute. And one of the details I like to add to our bows will be a center ribbon coming down the middle to kind of finish out the center of the bow, but you can see our shape is looking good. So I'm just going to put the bow maker to the side, And then I'm going to put this in the back, pull this tight, and then what I want to do next is grab a little strip of ribbon that will go down the middle to kind of hide our mechanics. And it's not just for that, it adds in a detail that I love, because in this case we're going to bring the color from the back ribbon towards the front. So what I want to do is just cut a little strip of ribbon in half. We don't need it a full piece. About 8 to 10 inches is easier to work with. If you try to go shorter, you'll struggle making your knot and getting this fold exactly right, okay? So I get a nice strip of that glitter red. I love that, okay? It's sparkly. And now I'm gonna run that right down the middle. So every time you do the middle of the bow is an opportunity to basically showcase the ribbon and the contrast. This recipe today we're teaching you, we call it a 1-2. We call the bow loops out from one side of the bow in design school. And that's important for us to have clear communication about how we are making a bow. Just trim off those tails after you get your knot in the back. And if your ribbon, if you feel like it's going to come loose, pop a little glue on there if you can only get one knot in. If you can get two, I feel like it's much more secure. But look how stinking cute this bow is. It's simple, it's perfect for the project we're going to be using it on. So make sure you check the supply list for this project. It will have the ribbons we use, but it'll also have links to the other videos that we use this project in when it's all completed, all right? So don't be a stranger. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us here. We want to teach you how to make floral designs and make decorating for every season easier and easier. And I love Christmas time and the opportunity it gives us to have fun and decorating with the simplest things just with this bow. All right, I'll see you next time.